Dean Hashim here. And for those that don't know, I've been living in the Philippines for over 5 years now. And yo, there's a lot of big differences, dudes, between the Philippines versus America. And so today, we're gonna talk about how it is to live in the Philippines as an American. The first thing that you'll notice that's different between the Philippines and America is the pace of life. Definitely the province is a lot slower of a pace than what you're probably used to coming from America. Now, I've experienced both. I've experienced the fast-paced life in the Philippines. I've experienced the slow Filipino time ass pace of the Philippines. Because when I first moved to the Philippines, I moved to Cebu City. I mean, it's hustling, it's bustling, it's party time, right? Cebu City is popping, dude. And that's where we first moved to. Cebu City, to me, it reminded me of like a miniature Manila, right, man? Ooh. Cebu was popping. So we lived that fast Filipino life, right? But at that time, our lives were different, right? This was before we had children, right? This was before we had responsibilities. We was living like two teenagers, running up and down, the street, going somewhere every weekend and spending our money on God knows what, okay? That was our life for the first year, okay, that I was living in the Philippines. When Queenie got pregnant with our first child, Queenie wanted to move back home. And where is back home for Queenie? My girl is from Iligan City, Mindanao. It's not the province, but it's the province, okay? You know what I'm saying? The pace was totally different than what I was used to in Cebu, right? She wanted to move back because, of course, this was her very first time being pregnant. She didn't know what to expect. She wanted to be around her mom. I was just surprised at how scarce the streets were. Do you know what the word scarce means? That means there's not a lot of cars. There's not a lot of vehicles, not a lot of nothing, right? And that tripped me out. I was surprised at that. But I'm going to tell you guys out there, I've come to love the slow pace of province life. When I first moved here, hey, listen, I was still in my 30s, right? My mind is crazy. I want to party, hit the island, hit the beach, trip out. Let's go, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was wild. But as I get older and I had my children, okay, and my mentality is formulating more to a family type mentality, I kind of like the slow pace. I just recently went back to Manila, you guys know, to handle business for my kids for the embassy. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? God damn, crazy, right? Way faster than I had been used to for these past, 4.5 years. Yo, it's really different when you think about the province life of the Philippines versus, the city life. Very big difference. And it depends on what you're looking for. When you come to the Philippines, if you want that fast, crazy party bachelor life, oh, they got that for you. But in certain places you gotta go to, right, to find that. If you want a chill, laid back lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? They got that too. They got places like that too. So I won't just tell everybody, oh, the Philippines is just slow. Nah, because if you go to Manila, they're gonna be faster than you. Now for this next point that I'm gonna talk about, I first want to say that we want to send out prayers and well wishes to everyone, in the Luzon area who have been affected by the recent typhoons. And I'm not just going to name one typhoon because there's been multiple typhoons. And we love you guys, man. We hope that you guys get the assistance and the help that you need as soon as possible and that you guys are recovering. But I gotta talk about the weather, guys. I gotta talk about the weather of the Philippines. And that's a perfect example, of what you have to be ready for if you think that you want to live here. Typhoons are freaking serious, dude. That is the most serious weather anomaly that the Philippines has. Other than that, it's sun and rain. But then when these typhoons happen, yo, this shit is devastating, yo. This is something you gotta take into account if you're really thinking about staying here in the Philippines for good. When I first came to the Philippines and got off the plane, the heat, it just hit you like a blanket. Whoosh, you're like, whoa, this is hot. This ain't hot. This hot. This for real hot, okay? And it's moist heat, okay? You walk one block and your whole shirt is gonna be looking like you just came from a damn water park, okay? You're gonna be drenched in sweat because, like I said, it's tropical heat. It's moist, okay? But it's beautiful. The place, man, you guys the people that haven't been here, you gotta come here to see it. There's some places in the Philippines, guys, that look like something from a postcard, dude. I've went to a place, Luis, right? I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with this, but this is a place that we went there. My girl was telling me, it's so nice, you gotta go there, check it out or whatever. When we got there, we had to park on the street, right? And walk all the way up this like miniature mountain, okay? And I'm hiking. What the heck? When are we gonna get there? Is this place in the mountains? No. When we got to the top of the mountain, when you look down into this beautiful valley, right? With natural spring pools, right? And little rock formations and everything. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. We just walked up a mud mountain and then we look over this and it looks like paradise, right? That is the Philippines. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? There's so many hidden gems. I love it, man. And yeah, I did talk about the typhoons and all of that stuff like that. And yeah, those are very rough weather anomalies that you gotta deal with. But when you think about the beauty, the sheer magnitude of the wonder, right? And the enchantment of this place, it far outweighs the bad, I think. So when it comes to talking about weather, watch out for the typhoons. It's hot as heck. Damn. But it's also awesome. It's very, very beautiful here, and you're gonna love it. You'll also be surprised by the social etiquette, right, and politeness of the kababayan. I've never seen nothing like it in my life, man. Like, Filipinos will, they'll talk to you. They'll be very welcoming to you, especially as a foreigner, right? Because I think part of it is that, they're curious, diba, of foreigners and, where we come from and like how we are. Yeah, there's a curiosity aspect that's there. And also I just think it's part of their culture, man. A big part of their culture is about customs and courtesies, right? Everywhere you go, I've never been to a place where everywhere I go, everybody calls me sir, right? Make me feel like I'm 80 years old. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, no problem, sir. Right. And these are people that aren't even in a professional capacity. They're just talking to me on the street and calling me sir. I'm like, I've never seen that in my life, right? And so that when they say yes, sir, no, sir, and all this, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm not senior yet, okay? I'm still young, huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm 44, but I mean, I ain't that old. You ain't gotta call me sir. But I just think it's their natural way of showing respect.
Or sometimes boss or idol.
Yeah. Thank you, boss. I'm like, I'm the boss? Oh, well, damn. I like being the boss. But that's just a saying here. Salamat, boss. Okay, po. Po is another one. That's another way of showing respect. But that's more like when you're dealing with someone who's an elder to you. You would say po. Yes, ma'am, po. Yes, po. You know what I'm saying? Respect is very important here, man. That's why you see the mano po when you take the hand of an elder and you put it on your head. Every time I see Regine's father, I do the mano po to show him, hey man, I respect you, man. You're the elder. And I love that. I wish that the Western world could incorporate more respect for our elders. back home. I really wish they do. I really wish they would. As I said in my other videos, sometimes it feels like the older you get, the more to the side you get pushed, right? They don't want to deal with no old folks. But in the Philippines, you're revered the older you get, because they know that you have what? Some kind of wisdom, some kind of knowledge in your head that allowed you to live this long. So maybe we should show respect to the elders, because maybe they can teach us something so that we can grow to be elders. Diba? So I really love that about the Philippines, man, their respect for the generations above them. Okay, and that brings me to, talking about the family structure. Yes, they have so much respect and reverence for the generations above them, but the family structure in the Philippines is so tight out of many years of necessity. Many people in the Philippines are not rich. Their families have to stick together, right? And so this has become part of the culture, right? Having that necessity of sticking together eventually just became the way. It became the way of life. You'll see 2 or 3 generations, right, of a family in one house or in one compound. I see it with my girl's family, right? The grandparents, right? The kids who are grown, and then their kids, right? And in some cases, those kids even have kids, okay? And they all coexist together. And they all show respect for each other. And if somebody mess with them, you mess with one person in the family, oh, you got an army coming for your ass. Damn! Because they stick together. And that is what the Western world can learn from the Kababayan. The family structure is solid here, man. And that's why I feel so much love. That's why I feel so welcome. Because when I came here with an open heart and an open mind and love for my woman. And so therefore, in turn, her family shows so much love and respect for me. And I'm telling you foreigners right now, for all of you guys that get with a Filipina, you're not just gonna marry her. You're marrying who, Queenie?
My whole family.
You see? What Queenie said is, when you marry a Filipina, you're marrying her whole family, because family is that important to them. So yeah, that's something that I really had to learn here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the family structure in America is more, it's more like, I mean, we love each other, but it becomes scattered real quick, right? A lot of people leave the house at 16 in America, okay? Let alone by 18, you out of there, right? Because there's a lot more opportunity in America, so people leave the nest earlier, and they don't have to depend on each other as much. And that's a good thing, but at the same time, that individuality, that extreme individuality, sometimes makes you kind of harsh, makes you kind of a harsh person, takes away some of your sensitivities and love towards your bloodline, right? So again, I think the Western world can take away and learn something from the way the Kababayan look at their family. Familia, right? I'll say that in Filipino. The cost of living tripped me out when I moved to the Philippines. And I'm gonna tell you this now. When I moved to the Philippines, when I first moved here, I was paying a whole lot more than what I'm paying now. Let me just put out that disclaimer right now. I was paying a whole lot more, right?
But when you compare it though, the house there and here.
No, the condo. We were living in a condo, remember?
Okay, the condo.
In Cebu.
When you compare paying 40,000, what amenities you get?
Okay, let's talk about that. Queenie always has to make sure that I'm telling you guys the whole story. Let me explain what I mean by we pay more. Our rent was double what our rent is here in Mindanao. When we were in Cebu, and that luxury condo we were staying in, it was called Sundance Condotels. You can Google it. This place is nice, dude. 40,000 per month for a 2-bedroom condo. 40,000 pesos per month technically is about $750 US. which is, to me, is still a steal, okay? That is a great price. Dude, for a 2-bedroom condo where I come from, Virginia Beach, oh shoot, forget about it. You pay about $3,000-4,000 US, okay? Yeah, $3,000 US. All right. And we're paying $800 a month, $750 a month, luxury condo. Now, let me talk about the amenities that Queenie is talking about. First of all, massage service, in-house massage service, right? Come to your house, give you a massage, right? In the condo, right within the condo, the massage parlor is right there. So in-house massage service. You don't even have to take out your freaking trash. They knock on your door at 7 p.m. every night with a big trash can. They come and they say, oh, do you have trash, sir? You just hand them all your trash. They take all your trash, take it out for you, right? We had the service of the lady who, I don't want to call her our fixer, but she was working for us in the capacity of transportation, in the capacity of our water, anything that we wanted, she would get it for us, right? And I'm talking about Jenilyn, right? Took care of us, dude. So the amenities, right?
Yeah, there's gym there.
And there was a gym. Oh yeah, I was in there like boom, boom. I was in downstairs. The gym is right downstairs on the first floor. Nice, state-of-the-art gym with everything in there, right?
So now you know why you're paying $40,000 compared here.
So you said what?
Now you know why you're paying $40,000 compared here.
Yeah, we ain't got none of that here at my house here. But here, you know what I'm saying? We're paying 20,000 pesos a month here, and it's a 3-bedroom. We got a 3-bedroom house, right? Yeah, I don't even know how many bedrooms my house got. Damn. No. We got a 3-bedroom house here, and I'm paying about 20,000, okay, a month, which is less than $400 US. 3-bedroom, nice little crib. Now, I'm not saying I have a freaking mansion, but it's a nice little house. It's cool for me and my family. We can live great. In America, I was getting the same disability I'm getting now, but on top of that, I had to work 2 jobs. Because what you guys don't know here in the Philippines is America is expensive as heck, dude, and it's getting more expensive by the year. So you're gonna start seeing a lot more Americans come here to the land of the Kababayan to retire. Why? Because our pension goes very far here, right? And I feel like as long as they're good foreigners, they're not just assholes coming here, just trying to just take advantage and exploit the Philippines, then cool, come on in, man. If you're gonna be peaceful, okay? If you're gonna be positive, if you're gonna help the economy, patronize family businesses and things like that, then you're a good fit for the Philippines. You should come here. Because why? It's a symbiotic relationship. It's helping you because you ain't broke no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta break your freaking pocket just to live. So it's helping you. Plus, it's helping the land of the Kababayan. Why? Because you're feeding into the economy of the Philippines, right? And so it's a win-win on either side. But if you come to the Philippines, come correct. Find that decent part of you, the best part of you, and that's what you show when you come here. Because this is a land that is developing, is growing every day, and the Philippines has so much potential. And I think that, with more good people coming here, it's going to make the place great. It's going to make it even greater. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to tell you though, be careful, man, eating the food here in the Philippines, right? I gained like 30 pounds living here in the Philippines, okay? And a year and a half ago, before I started losing a lot of weight and stuff, because I'm really into my fitness now, dude, do you know I got up to 260 pounds? Damn! Too much sisig. That's the 3 words I got for you. Too much sisig. Okay? I got addicted to that stuff, man. Lami kaayo for my Bisaya speakers. Masarap for my Tagalog speakers. But y'all know sisig has always been my favorite. But like I said, that was the first food that I had ever tasted. in the Philippines. The food is awesome, but you just gotta be careful about it. There is a lot of rice in the diet. In the Philippines, yes, rice is life, but you gotta remember, that's for the kababayan. That doesn't necessarily mean that your DNA and your body makeup can handle so much rice if you didn't eat it all your life. So that was one of the mistakes that I made was I ate rice for like 3 years straight when I first moved here. And my diabetes freaking went crazy. So you gotta be careful about how you eat here. Eat everything in
moderation.
Oh, thank you for that word, Queenie. I love you so much. Moderation. That's what it's all about in the Philippines. Moderation. Y'all see me on these street food videos and whatnot or whatever. You think I eat that shit every day? No. Hell to the no. Right? Maybe once a month I might eat that stuff. But every time I eat it, I film it. So you guys think that I'm eating like that every day, but every day I'm not eating like that, and every day I'm eating like that. Damn! All right? So a lot of the food is spicy. A lot of the food is sweet, right? And it's addictive, dude. Because those are the main two flavor palettes that are set up here in the Philippines, sweet and spicy. Am I right, Queen? Woo-hoo. And then some of the stuff is sour as well. Like the meal that I'm gonna have tonight, you're making sinigang, right?
Ooh, sinigang.
Okay, so those in the Western world that don't know what is sinigang is a sour soup that's delicious. I make my sinigang, I always ask her to make my sinigang halang. Sinigang halang, that means spicy. But it's a great hearty soup. You can either use pork, you can use beef, you can use chicken. I usually use chicken. That's what we're gonna have tonight is spicy chicken sinigang, right? Delicious. And of course, I'm gonna have a little rice with it. A little rice, keyword. But yeah, man, I love the food here, man. That's another thing that kept me here, was that my tummy was always happy, you know? And the last and final thing that I want to talk about that is totally different in the Philippines from America is the quality of life. My original plan was to stay in the Philippines for 10 days. Guys, I've been here 5 years. And this particular day, that we were in Oslo, we went to the beach on a boat ride.
Somelon Island?
Oh, that's what it was called, right? Somelon Island.
I think.
Man, I laid on that sand and I laid just where the water was coming up my legs a little bit. I just laid back like this and looked up at the clear blue sky and just felt the water on my feet. And I thought about where I came from, right? The west side of Dayton, Ohio, before I moved to Virginia. I came from a ghetto. I came from a gang-infested, drug-infested, nothing but bricks and concrete around me. Most people don't get out of where I come from. Most people get stuck there their whole life. And I'm laying on this beach, 9,000 miles away from where I was born. And I just said, dude, this is it, man. That was the first time I breathed like that. And I really felt at peace. That was the first time. And at that time, I was already 40 years old. And it's the first time that I really felt like I had peace. So yeah, the quality of life is totally different. You know what I'm saying? They consider this a third world country, but it has places here that are so beautiful, like you couldn't even imagine it. You would have to go there to see this stuff. And that beach that I was on that day, I had never seen anything like it in my life. The water was so blue, it looked fake, guys. And I'm just laying there looking up at the sky, and Queenie tapped me on the shoulder and said, babe, what are you doing? And I snapped out of it. Because guys, I was thinking about all that stuff that I was just telling you about. All that was going through my mind, where I came from, what I went through, where I've been. And Queenie said, you're here now, man. You're here. I'm here. And I'll always be here in the land of the Kababayan. I always love the Kababayan, and I always love the Philippines for how it changed my life. And for all of my future expats that are thinking of moving here to the Philippines, hey, make your next move your best move, baby. Do what you gotta do. Cause you see this smile? That's how you're gonna be, man. Straight up and down. But if you want more information about how to live in the Philippines, how to navigate in the land of the Kababayan, check this video out right here, okay? Where I explain to you how I have figured out the Philippines. Damn!